You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
That's right.
Tremaine.
Nope, his name is Trigger. Only time you touch the trigger is when you F Trey Songz.
Hello, everybody. This is Trey Songz.
What?
Good morning, sir.
Live from the Breakfast Club.
All right.
Welcome back.
Trey's seeing his album cover for the first time.
The physical copy.
That's how you know
copy.
the Breakfast Club is popping, when they get your album before you.
So what
But
do you
I mean,
look
let's keep it
for?
real. A lot of people don't have physical copies anymore,
I
and
love it, though. Just looking at
it looks nice, right?
Yeah.
I know those real Tremaine fans are gonna go out and get the physical copies.
But it seemed like you got a photo shoot for each song, kind of like you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So, yeah.
I would like to see it, but
actually,
Trey took mine.
The way we did this, the whole album packaging, all the photos you see of me, they just photos that are taken of me throughout the day,
Yeah. Oh, you
like
just
even-
randomly
even
laying
at-
around with 20 women.
No, that was actually at the video shoot,
Oh,
but it was
okay.
taken of me
That's
throughout
him
the
every
day
day.
as I was doing what I was doing.
Got you. Looking like you're having a great time, sir.
It was cool. I was a little tired.
See, I was a little tired.
Poor you.
The name of this song is Playboy.
Yeah.
I see you worked with Rico Love a lot on this project. Seems
Yeah,
like.
man. Rico's my guy. You know,
Alright.
we did Heart Attack, a big record in my career a couple years back. And you know, we just remained friends after that, outside of just music. So for us to write that record was dope, because we have a relationship where, as though we talk about more than music. We talk about, you know, what it is with being out and, you know, being at a certain age. And, like, you know, he's a great songwriter, producer. So he pulled from conversations we had, and he said, "What do you think about this concept, this idea?" I was like, "Yeah, it's very vulnerable. It's very, you know, looking in the mirror, kind of questioning yourself. You know, talking. If you don't know the song, we're speaking about Playboy. The question is, it asks is, don't know why I'm still kissing girls that I don't love, still stumbling out of these clubs. Don't know why I'm still a Playboy. So it's like self-reflective.
Got you.
Yeah.
Do you really feel that way though? Do you
Yeah,
question
sometimes.
yourself? Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I don't think you know, the thing about putting things in song form is people think you obsess over it, and people think that, you know, you live this moment, every moment. But what I love about making music, and
Nah, from all these pictures, it looked like it, though.
You're not still at the point in your life where you just fucking girls for no reason though, are you, Trey?
I mean, sometimes.
Okay.
I mean, he's single. What are you
Don't know why
expecting
I'm
to
still
do?
a Playboy. That's what the song is called.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you after I made the song.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. When you're on the road, right, and a young lady's in the room, can you leave her in the room, like, if you have to go do something, or does she have to leave when you leave and then come back?
Oh yeah, I got somebody could stay in the room. What's this trap
I'm
question?
just
You think
asking,
people
because
stay in
you have stuff in your room. Some people
You
don't,
just pick up girls, stay in the room. What you saying, Yee?
some people don't trust
Nah,
people
but
to
if
leave.
it's the girl that Charlamagne's talking about, she's not staying.
The one you
gotta
don't even
go.
know her name. You just know her @name on Twitter.
Right.
Yeah, she
I
DM'd
mean,
you.
I mean, I don't know about all that. You can't further speak on those allegations. Allegedly.
Like, if you're like, I'm gonna run down to the gym, can she stay there and lay in bed, or does she
I
got
mean, who is this woman?
just
Everything
somebody
has context.
you know, somebody
is
you
true.
met?
Everything has context.
All right, let's say she did DM you on Instagram. You don't know her that well.
No, well, hell no.
She's okay.
He said
Yeah,
she's not
stay
there
in
that
the
long,
room.
Yee. She's there and then she's out.
All right, I'm just asking.
I know if you stay in my room, we gotta have some kind of history. I gotta know you. I gotta trust you.
Now, we found out this morning that Envy sleeps naked in the back room.
All right.
Last time we was here,
Okay.
Envy was on some funny shit.
Yeah,
too,
he
like,
was. He was a little.
Yeah. Did I ever tell
It just gets weirder every time I'm up here.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the true story, right? It's a true story.
Okay.
OG Kevin Lyles hits me, right?
Oh no.
And he don't hold me down.
It's
Charlamagne
late.
do not hold
It's
me
kind
down.
of late though, cause it's
Well,
like 10
after the interview?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of late.
no.
So it's like 10 o'clock at night, and then I could tell Kev was asleep. He goes, "Hey man, let me ask you a question." He goes, "Did Envy ask Trey to suck his dick?" I said,
Wait, hold on. He didn't say no.
So
He
I
didn't
go,
say no.
So I go, what? I go, what? Was this off air? I said, was this off air?
Yo, and for Kev to call you personally, that's something he was wondering about. Like, no, I don't really like that. I'm just,
Oh, he was upset. He wasn't upset.
Tell him what
but he
I'm
just thought it was
saying.
weird. Yeah, he was like, what's up with that? And then he said, forgot what else he said.
You know,
but
Kevin hit you like a little
Yeah,
off
yeah,
from what it is too, though. A little off.
It was off.
A little
It was
off.
And like the story was like 10, went through 10 people before it got to him.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He said, I don't know, but I'll ask him. No, you know I didn't say that, man.
But
No,
anyway.
I said, did it happen off
Envy,
air?
you were doing weird things, man. You got to make sure.
I said, so
Oh,
what
my
happened?
goodness.
I said, did Trey slap him after that?
I started
said,
slapping him in the room.
right, now the reason I was asking that because I thought that was a little weird, right?
I sleep naked. It is
But
what
if
it
you're
is.
by yourself, do you sleep in pajamas? Do you sleep naked, or do you wear basketball shorts?
I don't wear basketball shorts. I either sleep in my drawers or naked.
Really? I didn't know guys just sleep naked by themselves. That's
Why?
all.
Is that weird to you?
I thought they wear something like.
You
Why?
sleep naked with a guy.
Yeah, but if you're by yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't ask if you sleep naked with a guy.
You sleep naked with a guy.
Trey probably does that because Trey's he's always ready for a FaceTime. I'm sure you get a lot of FaceTime. So, I'm saying.
So I'm just flashing my yo, check me out. That's what I'm not doing, Charlamagne. That's what I'm not doing.
No, I mean I just asked that because I never knew that guys sleep naked by themselves. I always thought if you sleep naked, there's a young lady.
Gotta
with
be
you.
a girl there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very comfortable with myself when I'm with myself. So if I'm comfortable with you, you best believe I'm good by myself.
All right, now when you're with a woman, would you rather she wear lingerie, she be naked, or she wear like your shirt or something like that?
I like all three options actually.
Okay. No preference.
I like all
Some
three
guys say they
options.
don't like lingerie that much.
I like the thing about lingerie is I like the effort you put into it.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you want to look beautiful for me and for yourself, and you want me to disrobe you romantically and take that shit off.
Okay.
Now, what's this song "Break from Love" about? Because you ain't never been in love to get a break from love.
I mean, Charlamagne, you don't really know me like
that's
that.
true. That's true. You're right.
He has been in love.
He been in love before.
You know, we haven't seen it.
Right, and that ain't for you to see. That's the problem with the last interview. I ain't hear shit I said. I came up here, I'm not showing you. I'm not in love for nobody else to see or nobody else to approve or for nobody else to give a fuck about.
He's
If I'm
been
in
up
love,
here
it's for
before
me.
and admitted that he's been in love.
Charlamagne don't listen.
I know.
So
He's
what-
introduced
And he had the
young
mask
ladies
on. I
to
ain't
his
even asked him
mom.
about it the whole time. I was probably the only person that never asked him about the mask. Just act like it was weird. That's probably why he don't wear the shit no more. He got no
Trey ain't say
No
nothing
reaction.
about it.
action on the mask.
So you just don't see my mask?
Trey, like, I've been robbing people in Virginia all my life with people with ski masks. That ain't nothing.
My whole life.
But what is the "Break from Love" about, though?
It's a song I actually wrote with Pooh Bear. It's one of the most beautiful songs on the album. It's piano strings. It's just about, being in a relationship with somebody and not wanting to take a break, even though you may need one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? In order for you to come back to, or letting it go and seeing what it is if you should come back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very much the sonically it feels like the end of a movie, like a score, like the end of a score.
So what kind of album is this, though? Because I always say I love the music Trey Songz makes that I can
You gonna love
actually
it.
fuck to.
No, you gonna love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can
I
probably
know
have sex
what
to
kind of-
animal. Yeah. Now, what was the most fun video for you to make?
I would definitely say Animal or She Loving It.
I figured it was animal.
That
I could
intern
tell.
came in here and was like, "Animal, you gotta watch Animal. That video was crazy. Trey's being kinky in there."
Yeah. I mean, it's animalistic. Like, the thing about the whole 5 videos is it tells a story, even from nobody else but you, even though it's like a record with tempo. It's just explaining how hard it is to be someone like myself and to think about contemplating to stay in a relationship. And it shows the parallels of what were viewed in the reality series as contestants, as real women in my life that pull and beg for attention, beautiful women every which way that want time with me. So if there is one woman that's concrete in my life that I love, that I'm away from, or I'm thinking about, even in this in the storyline, you see it 6 months before that we break up and that our love is torn apart, and then I'm still thinking about her even in these moments where everybody look like, oh, you having a ball, you having the time of your life. There are moments where I'm having the time of my life and I'm still thinking about something else. You know what I mean?
Well,
Right.
explain that. You say it's hard to be Trey Songz. Do you mean like as far as like when you do want to get serious with a
Yeah.
woman? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's part of the theme from the video too. Is how do you know that these women are there for you?
Right.
And for who
it's
you
so
are
many.
instead of-
It's so many nuances as far as the lifestyle I've been living is concerned. Like, when you do love somebody, how do you? Because you have to sacrifice certain things. You have to change certain aspects of your life to include someone else in it. So if, say, like for the last 6 weeks, I've been in somewhere different every day. So if I wanted somebody in my life and they got a job, they got this, they got to move their life around to come and be a spectator to me actually working. You know what I mean? All day long, which looks like fun. I might go to a promo event like we did, and I take 50 pictures with all girls
On Valentine's Day.
on Valentine's Day. You know what I mean? And use with me on Valentine's Day. So, sidebar.
Wow.
Sidebar. She loves me. No, real talk. Like, outside of everything else, like, Ange, been holding me down like musically in this career. Like she, even when y'all talk shit about me a little sideways, she always bring up a little positivity.
I ain't never talk shit about you in my life, Trey.
Trying to throw that
Well,
out.
you know, part of it is the guys get very jealous. The guys in the room are very jealous.
No,
of
the
Trey
thing
Songz,
about it is
especially
they actually
Envy.
speak from a
I
super
ban Trey
male
Songz in my
perspective.
house. There's
Yeah.
no Trey Songz music going down in my house.
I gotta
We
get
can't
a
even say
number, though.
Tremaine.
Ooh.
What?
No, I ain't gonna go that far. I
Yeah,
ain't
trying
gonna
to get
go
him
that
on
far.
the
Let me
Casey
stop.
crew.
Let me stop.
I got a surprise guest for you today.
How's your wife? Everything's good?
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
She's like,
I gotta stick up for Gia.
I got you.
She's fine.
How come you didn't call?
gorgeous.
How come you didn't call Trey to come and serenade you and your wife when you guys were going through it, and you called Tyrese instead?
This is not about me and my wife.
Tyrese ain't no
Tyrese gonna hit it with the low, like with the. That's what Casanova said about ASAP.
Yeah.
I watched
People
that
were mad
yesterday.
about that.
Right? I mean, he just said what the story was. That's the thing about coming up here. Like people get mad about you telling what's real, what really happened.
Nothing happened with Trey and my wife. That's why I
Right,
put
right.
that
You
out
see
there.
how I look at Envy after that?
Nothing happened. Now, why did you release the records the way you released it? Every week you release one record. Isn't that a lot of music to give people?
I feel like if you could give people the whole album in one day nowadays, then it's no real format to how you got to do it. Me being, you know, I was here before like streaming was a thing. So me being a pre-streaming artist and being a streaming artist, looking at analytics, the Trigger album still streams 3 million times a day. It's 3 years old. So thinking about that, thinking about the new millennials that receive music the way they do, thinking about the way I've been releasing music, traditionally a single, a video, a release date 3 months away from it. It takes a record 12 months to become how big it's gonna come, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, not 12 months, 12 weeks.
12 weeks out, right?
Yeah. So thinking about that and wanting to, having been outside of the market with the album for 3 years, I wanted to show people what different variations of music were on the album, what I was talking about. I didn't want to just drop an album and expect people to just buy into, you know, what I was selling without, you know, giving them a vision to kind of ride with.
What the hell is your vision for the sheets?
Well, so there's no necessarily a single. There's no single. It's just release music, whatever the fans.
I mean, naturally, people would perceive the first record released to be the first single.
Right.
So whereas I'm not calling it that. Obviously, this is the record I love the most. It's the record that I felt was tempo enough to be, you know, right now. It said what I wanted it to say. I'm really singing on it lyrically. It says where I am in my life as far as that thought process is concerned. And if you look at, you know, all the attention that was brought to it, it has like twice or 3 times more growth than the records that come out just because so much attention is. So it is essentially a first single if you think
You're
about
like an executive at a record label too.
He been around.
I know. It's just the way he can
does everything.
discuss everything of his business. You're so involved.
He has to.
Like some artists
be.
aren't as involved with everything that goes on as far as the release of their album, the single, the artwork, all of that, the videos, the concepts.
I take it very seriously.
You got what is the sheets?
The sheets, they go on beds.
But it says still.
You've been asking that for 5 minutes. What are your sheets?
But it says the sheets and then it says still.
This is the kind of record you go like,
Okay. What inspired that? Well, who inspired that?
the sheets.
Okay. Now, who do you like to fuck to, Trey?
A lot of R. Kelly, a lot of Isley Brothers. I mean, you fucking and making love, 2 different things. Like if it's somebody I care about, you know, I want to listen to music that means something to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Chick you don't care about, you throw Casanova on.
I might throw rap caviar on. The whole playlist. She like it.
Yeah. Now, I saw you come out with Drake. I don't know. I feel like you gave him your first cosign. Like his first cosign was from you. It seems
Yeah.
like.
The first time Drake was on the stage was with me.
And you almost signed Drake back in the day.
Yeah,
Like,
we actually had a conversation about that the other
Damn,
day.
you kicking yourself.
regretting
in the ass.
that
You
one,
should've
huh?
did that one.
Trey?
No, he wanted to.
No, because the thing about it, Drake wouldn't be Drake if we made that decision. Drake wanted to sign to me in a time where I wasn't even Trey Songz yet. Like we had arguments about Drake wanting, like, you can't sign to me. Like at that time, I felt like me and my label weren't even in a good place, whereas though they fully believed in my potential. So, you know, and I took Drake to many executives, and a lot of people said no.
Wow.
Like I had to fight to get Replacement Girl on BT 106 in Park. Like, so just to see him become what he is dope. It's just probably just reassuring that I believed in something that much, and it was because that's the first artist I ever wanted to do anything with as far as sign, or, like, or give that much of my shine to.
How did you
what I mean?
stumble across that? Because that seemed like that was even before So Far Gone.
Yeah.
That was around that time, yeah.
No, me and Drake started. No, it was before that.
Really?
It was 2 years before that. Drake, I met Drake in he came. I was living with my manager at the time, Delonte, and Drake sought me out. He wanted to do a record with me. He sent me the record. I liked the record, and he was actually singing in the hook. And it was the first time I actually heard somebody singing and rapping, and I was a person that was trying to do that at the time. Like, people don't even remember. This is before Wonder Woman, when Drake was actually in the Wonder Woman video. But he came to Atlanta to get the record done. I think he gave me like $10,000, $15,000.
Wow. That Degrassi money.
Right. So, I only
Was that
had-
record successful?
in Canada, yeah, it was.
No, I'm saying, was it the...
You know
No,
what?
the record was called Replacement Girl.
You know what's crazy? I played that when I was at Sirius, right?
Right.
We had
Me and
got
Drake
that.
got like 6 songs together before Replacement Girl, just freestyles. Like, y'all know how I jump on people. Like, we used to do that together. And I'm sorry to cut you off, but like he came to, I was recording on an inbox on a laptop like this in an unfinished basement. Like, and that's where I met Drake.
So did you introduce him to jazz, or...
No, I don't know. I don't actually know how he met Jazz, but Jazz heard the mixtape that he and I actually worked together on. Jazz and I were friends, and I actually might have, but I wasn't really tripping. I was just proud of Drake when he called me when he started like hanging around Wayne. He used to sleep on the bus and do the show. Like, Drake used to sing the Bobby Valentino song. Like, the boy done worked hard. Like, he used to go on tour and sing the wee wee wee.
Yeah.
He used to be the one singing that on tour with Wayne, like a year before he had a verse on any songs, and then he was singing. Well, go ahead. What you were saying?
Oh no, I was gonna say when that song Replacement Girl came out, I was at Sirius and somebody I knew was working with Drake and had sent me 2 Drake songs, and we had that segment Don't Quit Your Day Job, and I remember we had played that and nobody knew who Drake was yet,
Right.
and people was calling in. It's actually online. It's pretty funny because Drake is on the line while people are calling up and critiquing the
Critiquing
song.
the
They say he
record.
sounded like Bow Wow. I
Oh,
remember.
the craziest thing
Bow
about
Wow.
Drake is for him to be the as big a star as he is, and to have erased everybody's memories of what it was when he first came on the scene. It was the
Right.
most unbelievable thing, like, for him to be a rapper.
Yeah,
How come
because
they don't do
he
more music,
grew.
though?
He
How
grew
come
and
they-
evolved. Because at first he was like, who is this corny ass dude from Canada?
No, but he was always dope, though. It was
He was
always,
always dope.
No, he was always dope. I think the corniness wipes away when you get with whoever the biggest rapper is at the time.
Which was
Which
Nah,
was
he,
Wayne.
he was still kind of going.
No,
No,
but
he wasn't. When he
you
was
can't
doing-
be
no, he
corny
wasn't.
next to the biggest rapper at the time.
Little Twist.
Yeah, where's Lil Twist?
Jail.
Right, but where is he? Where's Drake? Where's
Oh, yeah,
anybody
you're
else
right,
from
you're
the
right,
whole
you're right.
equation?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How come
Right.
y'all don't do more music with each other?
Well, me and Drake, being that we really were friends, you know what I mean, we had personal issues that we never really spoke about. And we still haven't really all the way figured it out. You know what I mean? So
What do you mean, like business-wise, or just like...
Oh, we just friends. So it's things
Okay,
that
okay.
we haven't talked about that we should as men talk about versus, we just been going our own way, staying out each other way. You know what I mean? It's never no bad blood, or we never, he's never spoke down upon me, or I never spoke down upon him, but it's obvious you see we haven't made music, or
Right.
we
Which
not
is
nowhere
weird, yeah.
together.
So there's
I
a
hope it ain't a
reason for
girl.
it, but they need to.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I doubt that.
At least you
What-
get free features from Drake for the rest of your life. That's a great thing, by the way.
Do you feel like what about where you came from before people knew who you were? Since we just talked about Drake and what it was like for him and how we forget some of that. But what about some things that happened with you early on?
Yeah, because people have
'Cause I
forgotten the
don't-
wild guy you used to be, Trey.
I mean, that's great, because people looking at me crazy, like, what's wrong with you now? Like, what you don't know is I cooled out to get this money.
By the
Cooled out a
way,
lot.
no, by the way, because when that happened in Detroit, I'm like, okay.
Well, I really, around the time of my 3rd album, like I said, I had a realization, like I wanted to, be because I was the only cat out here R&B thugging like that. R. Kelly, then it was me. Like it wasn't cool to be.
Kelly wasn't. Well, he was doing it in music. You were doing it in real life.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
music was
There's a difference.
Music was
We know what his
perception
greatest
back
crime was.
then. So back to what I was talking about. I was like, what's crazy, because I was listening yesterday and Clue was playing a mix from like all 05, and Neo was out, Ray J was out, I think Omarion just started going solo, I think Marcus Houston was out, Usher was out, Bobby Valentino was out, Mario was out, and I'm missing like 3 other guys. So everybody was taking a radio approach for as far as to make a hit. I put out I Gotta Make It, because that's how I felt in my heart. I knew that wasn't what radio was doing. I knew that wasn't really a smash single. And even after that, I went with Gotta Go, which was a soulful record that was true to my heart, the music that I wanted to make. And I hadn't seen as much success as any of those guys. 2 years later, I put out Trey Day. Wonder Woman, Can't Help But Wait blows up. And, you know, I was still rapping. I was still doing mixtapes. I was still living at home, like 10 minutes away from my hood, you know? So I go back home and I be where I was at. So my mentality when I go places and I sing R&B and men disrespect me, like I wasn't for that. So that's what got me in a lot of trouble early on in my career.
You feel like you had to prove yourself?
Yeah, I felt like I had to prove myself every day, anywhere I went to. Like I had a chip on my shoulder, like the whole beginning of my career. And I think, you know, I learned to deal with that chip by putting it to the music and, you know, by calming down, you know, a little bit, just making music that people want, whatever you want, I got you. Like, is this a hit? Oh, say hi then.
You feel like
this a hit? Bottoms up then.
You think your music was more pure when you was closer to home?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, I feel like I'm a different person now, so I feel like though my music is still pure, but you know, back then I really, it wasn't a thing to me to want to make, you know, smashes or to compete with this cat or that cat. But when you're young and you see cats taking off, you like, should I do what they doing?
Yeah, what is he doing?
Should I do that? Should I do that? So for me, it was a realization of self, just, you know, going through making music. And when I came with the Ready album, it was just waiting and seeing what people were not doing. And, you know, ever since my first album, like, even though I said I gotta make it, I still got songs like I Just Wanna Fuck on there. Songs like In the Middle. Like, so this sexual being didn't come out of nowhere a couple years later. It just was enhanced. It just was like, oh, this is what y'all like. Okay, this is what I like too. Give me the money.
Now, what about when you start?
You know what I want to ask? You know, you said you and Drake haven't spoke. How did that call happen when he called you to come out on the show? Was it just
in London?
Well, actually, we just ended up in London at the same time. Drake came to the studio a couple. When did he come? Like in December, was it? Yeah, a couple months, whatever. I was on Instagram, like just on live, just making music, and this wasn't even for my album. My album was already done. And he was in LA. He hit me on the Instagram live, and he just popped up at the studio. I told him come through. Came through as him and like one other cat, and we played music back and forth. And we was actually supposed to do a record, one for his album, one for mine, but we didn't get the time to. He ended up going on tour, and you know we actually have made music together at this point. So that's the first step.
So
was it Bad Blood or something? I can't tell if it was Bad Blood at one point. Or...
I mean, I already just spoke on that.
Yeah.
So when you was over there, did you run into Nicki? Because I know Nicki was over there as well.
No, I was trying to though. But
the only time she touched the trigger, allegedly.
Everything's alleged with me, baby. Everything's alleged.
Did she ever hit you and apologize? Because she really came at you sideways.
She hasn't. And
She
Nicki, I
should.
love you.
Because
what I
you
want people to
did,
know is that, and Nicki said she gave me 6 plaques, but let's keep it real. Nicki ain't had shit before Bottoms Up. Nicki had the song with, she had a single with Sean Garrett.
Anxiety attack.
Some kind of attack.
That shit was
That was the one they did the video in the forest.
Yeah. So she did, after that, she did Monster. And then, we could say that, like all before that, it was Looks, you hanging with Wayne, you know, who's the wild girl with the wild hair. I love you, Nicki. I love you. You came at me wrong, you disrespected me. But I love you.
I think she was misinformed.
Because she didn't know it was like she jumped
No, I
the
was
gun.
definitely bothered by it, but I'm not going to disrespect her. I'm not going to talk crazy about her. Like, we got history, you know what I mean? We've done amazing things together, but I think she jumped the gun.
She took it out of context because I saw what you said on Instagram.
Right.
And I was like, okay.
I had already cleared it up. That's why she
But
deleted
she didn't
her tweets,
see.
though.
She didn't see that part where
That
you
ain't got
had
nothing to
said
do with me. So
it's
that's
not
true.
You need
Right.
to go research something before you go talk.
And you told her she need to be mad at Remy and not you.
Definitely need to be mad at
That was a little
Remy.
bit old Trey being petty.
No, you
But
gonna
that's
be
the
petty,
truth,
I'm gonna be
though.
petty too. What you talking about? You ain't said nothing to Remy. It still took you a week to say something to Remy.
Don't let anything distract you from the fact that Remy bodied Nicki Minaj over the Chief instrumental. I like where you're going with this.
Trey just wake up like, what's going on?
I
'Cause-
definitely woke up. She probably be mad about this, but y'all gotta realize I don't really give a fuck about nothing.
Yeah, you know what? No, it's not Trey. I noticed this when I saw Trey last time. I said, Trey really don't give a fuck no more. Like, he's let it go. I think it was a point where the label and everybody was telling you, Trey, you got to do this and you got to be that and you got to move this way.
No, it's not even that. It's a realization I came to that I had to be that because I was like, I was the one that was not clean cut. I was the one with the braids. I was the one you'll see with my hair wild. I was the one that you hear about on YouTube fighting, like Chris Brown, cream cut dance, double mint commercial. Neo, So Sick of Love Songs. Like, everybody had an image that was pristine, but I was still like, I wasn't trying to be that. So that wasn't cool to be at the game and at that time. I think it's more cooler to be that now. Like, actually, you know, singing and rapping and all that, just the lifestyle has merged in a way that it wasn't at the time. R&B and hip hop was still two separate things, I think, in the beginning of my career.
Right.
Coming to this point now, when I say I don't really give a fuck, it's really just about shit that y'all give a fuck about. Like, it's not a things that I care about. And you'll know that I care about it, and I'll treat it with care and passion. But certain things that I'm supposed to be bothered by that people feel like I should be, I won't.
Well,
That's a
sometimes
good
it's
question.
also out of your control too,
Yeah.
because it's not like you did anything. Somebody said something about you in a song, right?
Right.
You didn't say it,
That's the whole
and
thing.
then you woke up.
So how do you pick and choose what to reply to in this era?
Applies to everything right now.
You don't reply to everything.
I mean, I would play if I feel a way about it. Like, the thing about the Nicki thing, like, I was trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Cause Kev hit me in the morning like he hit you.
Hey,
Off. He hit me sideways. Off. He like,
Trey.
what's up with these Meek Mill tweets?
Did Nicki have to suck? Hey, Trey, did Nicki have to suck you dick?
My gosh, Kev.
I'll take it. And the funny thing about it, it don't matter what I said. I'm Trey Songz. Y'all tell every day. Y'all tell people I done hit everything, not me.
Right.
So what? Everybody think I hit Nicki Minaj, even though I didn't. It don't matter to me. It mattered to her. I ain't say it. You know what I mean?
You said you didn't.
Exactly. I went out my way to say I didn't, and I don't do that. I just had a conversation up here with Charles about that 2 weeks before this happened,
true.
that I don't feel the need to say nothing about a woman to promote my career, whether I've been with her or not, and I don't feel nothing to the need to denounce things when people say they are true. But because this was Nicki, and because we do have a history, because I respect her, I went out my way to do that, and what that got me.
Plus,
That's
she
why I
got
don't
you
get
6
no
million
fuck.
plaques.
Right. Tell her, give me some more. Where you at?
Now,
Post. My album come out today. Post
Post that.
Post that, Nicki.
Well, Trey, I saw you the same day that whole Nicki thing went down.
Yeah.
When Remy dropped that record. I saw you in Charlotte with CIAA weekend.
Yeah. I hopped off the plane, and I was like, oh, that's Charlamagne, the perfect guy to talk to about
Right
this.
now.
Right now.
So
So
what
I
did-
figured it out.
What did you guys say?
No, I just was like, yo, you see what happened? He was like, yo, yeah, I saw what happened. It's crazy.
Did you really hit?
Yeah, he definitely asked me if I hit.
Did you really
He
hit?
definitely asked me if I hit. I was like, bro, the thing about it, I did not hit. I said I ain't hit. He said, yeah, I saw it on the Instagram. I'm like, so why you ask me? You my guy. I'm just making sure.
I'm just making sure.
What about the picture with Meek Mill? Because there are a lot of people were
You
saying
know-
that Meek was using you as a pawn.
You know what's crazy? Nobody ever used me as a pawn, first of all. Secondly,
See,
no, real shit. you laughing and joking. That's the
That's
thing I
that
don't like
crazy
about people.
Trey.
No, but that's the thing I don't like about people
Ooh.
thinking I'm funny. Like, this is not a joke. Nobody will use me as a pawn. Secondly, we
You
hop.
better relax, but get it
So
for real.
we pull up.
shut up.
I pull up after I leave you, because you leaving. You coming back to New York. I'm going to Charlotte for CIAA. We pull up to the hotel. There's a mob of people outside the hotel. It's a black truck next to my Sprinter. And I see some cats outside with Dream Chaser. I said, yo, Meek is not in the truck next to us. I said, Meek is in the truck next to us.
Right.
Did he know it was you?
He knew it was me, because, you know, we know each other people. So my security got out to go get keys. They're like, yo, Trey in there. Call my phone. I said, yo, get in the van. He come around, get in the van. And I'm surprised the pictures ain't come out the same day, because it was a lot of people out there, like, you know, CIAA,
Right.
people
Yeah.
everywhere taking pictures.
Absolutely.
Nigga,
So-
how big is your van? That looked like a studio.
He said he's in a Sprinter.
Oh, Sprinter. Okay.
No, because that's a different day. I saw Meek before that.
Oh, okay.
We was in Atlanta when I saw him. We flew back from there to Atlanta. So me and Meek, we talking, and he like, Meek ain't like that I let her say what she said and I still kept it. He was like, I was like, nah, it's cool, whatever. So we chopped it up for a minute, and people don't know that I know Meek, like, I was just like Drake. I was the first person to put Meek on the stage in the arena in Philadelphia. First person, like Meek. When Meek had braids, he had an ankle bracelet. Like, I know Meek since then. Like, so we decided, and I was on Meek's first album. You know, I was on Meek mixtape. We got records together before him and Nicki was even considered to be a thing. So I was appalled that people would think I would get together with Meek and do some kind of diss record against Nicki Minaj.
Y'all got to team up for Nicki.
Right. I'm not even thinking about that in that respect. You know what I mean? So time fast forward, I done did the CIAA. We go to Atlanta. Meek at the studio. He come by my album listening thing. He said, "Yo, I heard you got an album listening." And he didn't know it was like a fan event. He thought it was like a listening party. So he pulled up. He came in and he went outside like, "Yo, I'm going to the studio. If you ain't got nothing to do, come to the studio." We went to the studio. We made about 5 records. Niggas ain't talk about Nicki the whole time. I don't think it was a good idea to take the picture and post it because I knew what
it was going to be the
situation
perception.
was like.
Right.
But whatever, you want to take a picture, post it.
I'm not going to not live my life because of people's perception.
Right, but I think the caliber of intelligence that people have is lowered by the need and the want for drama.
True.
I think people look past logic and reasoning to see, oh, there's bullshit here. Well, we just in the studio. I've been in the studio with the man since like 7 to 7 in the morning. We stayed in the studio. We didn't talk about the girl one time. So, and he got some big records too. Like, and I feel bad for Meek because it's just messed up that you get in a bad situation and everybody that was on your heels, everybody showing you love, all of you dope, you this, you that. Where they at?
But your man caused the bad situation, though.
Right, but I still feel bad for him.
Yeah.
I still feel bad.
Would you ever try to get them on the same page?
Who?
Drake and Meek.
That ain't for me to do. I ain't no peacemaker.
Right.
And on top of that, I leave from Atlanta, and this nigga Game is in the club.
Oh, so you was just...
No, I leave from Atlanta. I leave from taking the picture with
that'd
me.
have been crazy.
No, you know Game.
Trey don't got no loyalty to anybody.
Check it. Game, you know Game's crazy. He put me right on his snap. So I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He like, "Man, Meek this, Miss." I'm like, "Is y'all gonna fight? Like, y'all stop talking to me about it."
Right.
See,
I don't want to hear about this shit.
You get in the middle of everything for no reason.
I'm telling y'all, I'm really
No,
surprised.
Trey ain't trying to fight nobody.
I don't want to fight nobody.
Nobody want to fight Trey.
I just think it's crazy that people have all these beefs and nobody doing nothing. And y'all entertain it and put fire and fuel into it, and then when nobody does nothing, it's cool.
And then if somebody does something, we calling them stupid. They getting done.
Right, like, and then at the end of the day, everybody's doing something for somebody to see, and then when people see it, they don't care about it. It's done. It's over. Live your life for you.
Have you ever ended up like you did a song with somebody and then it turns out the verse they put on it wasn't what you thought it was going to be? Like, what if you end up on a diss record, but not on purpose?
I'm gonna have a conversation with who I end up on
Nobody
a
gonna
diss
do that
record
to
with.
Trey. Like,
That could
not
happen.
him. No, not him.
Nah, I think anything can happen, but that's a conversation I'm gonna have with that artist. And you know, if I have problems with people, they gonna know that I have a problem with them.
Right.
That's not gonna come by way of somebody else, and it's not gonna come by way of a record. I'm gonna holler at you.
I'm gonna be honest, Trey. I'm gonna give you about. Let me see this. Watch. I'm gonna give you till about June for you give somebody a fade. We gonna hear about Trey putting hands on somebody.
Trey don't gotta
I'm
put his
too
hands on
smart to get-
nobody.
I remember August was talking crazy a couple years ago, and I didn't want to fight. Like, I don't want to fight. I want to get some money.
All right.
But you
I mean,
look at
it's
him as
been-
your little brother, though.
Yeah, but even then, like, it's other people that had problems with me that I ain't even addressed. You know, I don't want to fight nobody. That don't prove nothing. I'm 32 years old. What is putting? I got hands. It don't prove nothing to beat nobody up. Somebody go press charges these days.
What if Soulja Boy wanted to fight you 1-on-1 in a ring? In a ring.
If that would have happened with me, like, we'd have handled that. Them two, Chris too. Chris, Soulja Boy, that shit was corny.
Now, you talked about Neo, you talked about Chris Brown, and both of those artists had R&B success, and then they went pop. They crossed over. They tried a different lane. But you always
No,
stayed
but they didn't pop over with a different lane. They popped over doing R&B.
in the crossover world, a little pop, a popish.
No, they popped up doing R&B.
So Sick of Love Song is
No,
a pop song.
no, they popped. I mean, they crossed over and did other records.
They
as
might have
well.
did like
But
some
you said
dance
they
songs.
took another route. They didn't take another route. They
Well,
just
they-
made the music they were making.
That's why
They
Gia got
crossed
his
over,
number,
did
bro.
pop.
Chris Brown danced and he was 16 and light skinned. And he was working with Sean Garrett, the biggest songwriter of the time.
Right,
Like,
but
you
he
gotta
also
add
did-
up the things
No,
that.
but he also did crossover music.
No, but not before he got crossover
No.
success. Run It was the record that made him a
Right.
pop artist. So
No, I didn't
let me
say that.
correct you, Envy.
All right, so
He did not cross
He did
over.
R&B music, and he also did crossover.
He did
music.
R&B music up until the second, third album when
Right.
Forever came out.
But my question
But
to
that's
you
not
is-
when he reached pop success. He had pop success before that.
How
Nigga,
come
Poppin'
you-
was the
how come
number
you never
one.
did a pop record like that? How come you always stayed true to your core?
Because I'm not a pop nigga.
We definitely asked
He
you
gonna
that last
pop off
time,
on
by the
Envy.
way, but-
I'm just not. That's not me. Like, I'm not gonna change my character or what it was. I wanted to stay me.
Now let's get back to some personal Tremaine issues.
What about
okay?
that number one fan record? Because you've always been big on your fans.
Yeah, definitely.
They always hold you down.
Shout out to Rico for that as well.
Was that directed to your fans, or is that like a metaphor for a woman or something?
Oh, it's a great record.
Right.
It's a great record.
Listen, all right, so I want to get more personal now. Let's talk more about Tremaine.
You get more personal?
Yeah, because you have been saying that you want to, settle down. Have you ever lived with a woman?
Yeah. I lived with a woman when I was 19.
Damn.
Were you doing
19?
it just for room and board, or did you really?
I need a place to stay.
I hold my own money. I got a deal at 18.
Okay.
I got a deal at 18.
And that's the only time that ever happened? Because I was...
Yeah, living with someone. Since then, like I've had, situations where we spend a lot of time. The thing about being an entertainer and somebody that moves around a lot is you either spend very little time with somebody or you're surrounded by them. Mm-hmm. You spend, and that's like one extreme to the next. You planning time to spend together, and then you got to fly to come see me or while I'm on tour. And once again, you're surrounded by my world. Mm-hmm. Being an entertainer is kind of crazy because you're in this bubble and people kind of have to adjust to your bubble. The thing I'm trying to figure out is, in order for me to have something that's real, in order for me to love somebody and to take that to the next place, I gotta kind of mess with somebody else, but I gotta be in a bubble a little bit. Mm-hmm. So what I mean by that is you go from talking to somebody all the time and just spending all your time with them to not seeing them for 2 weeks, talking to them, and then they come back and then they all encrusted into what you have to do. So it's hard.
It's probably weird for a guy like you too, because women probably want you to be a little submissive.
Yeah,
they want you to give up something.
No, definitely. Mm-hmm. I mean, in order for me to truly find love, I think that I would have to. And like I said earlier, I don't want people to think I'm having a midlife crisis. I'm breaking down. I'm just telling you about how like if I write a song about a thought I have right now, that don't mean I'm thinking about it every day, all day, each day of my life. Like it's a song. It's really, it's on my mind, but it ain't weighing me down. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I gotta find a wife or I'm gonna die.
Right.
No, it's not that at all.
Now, for as much as people probably warn women about you, like if they see a girl with you, they be like, watch out for Trey. Do guys do that with you when they see you with females, like warn you about females?
Oh, everybody wants everybody, bro.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that.
I'm probably the most hated on a man as far as women are concerned.
You think so?
In the industry, yeah.
By other men.
Yeah.
Mano Bobby too. Mano's out there as well.
Fab
too.
Yeah, they cool. I love Fab, love Mano, but
they ain't got as much hoes as me. That's what he's trying to say.
It ain't even that. I just ain't seen the type of hate I seen. Like 2 years, y'all remember 50 tweeted when he was mad at his girl a couple years ago? She the fuck Trey. She the fuck the next day. Meek tweeted, oh shit, Trey the fucked everybody. I gotta run it quick. That's not cool. Like, and I'm bringing up old shit because they cool now, but that's the type of shit I deal with. Like,
but you did LOL it at the time.
No. You want to go back, read the tweets?
Oh, okay. I thought you was,
I said no rappers dry snitching today. It's a great day.
Does that make it difficult to have industry relationships because
Trey's a rapper?
He's just a nigga. But listen, does that make it difficult though? Because girls will come back and tell you stuff another guy said, then you see this guy and he acting like it's all good.
I mean, that's gonna happen though, because everybody ain't been cool. Everybody ain't been getting girls, so they gonna do weak stuff to get girls. Like, a problem I have also is that I tell the truth all the time. Mm-hmm. You know my truth because people gonna tell you things that aren't true. People gonna surround you with things. Oh, he did this, he did that. No, I'm gonna tell you what I did do, so you know the difference.
That is true because I do know a couple of stories of things that happened, and he was very honest with these women.
Like, no, that's not what happened.
Like they'll be like, "Are you messing with this girl?" Yeah. And
right.
I don't like her. You can't talk to her no more. And he'll be like, "I don't know what to tell you."
No, it's just. It's difficult just to be in a position that I am.
But let's keep it real. If a guy hates on you, that's never prevented a woman from talking to you.
It has in certain situations, but it's never nothing that I really, I'm thriving to be with. Mm-hmm. Like any woman I really, really, really want to be with, I'm gonna be super persistent. I'm gonna make sure that she knows that. Although you've heard things about me, the person I'm trying to be with you is got nothing to do with that. Because I'll tell you everything I've done. I'll tell you things that you don't like to hear. And sometimes that's, to, my detriment. But
I'm thinking because this album is called Tremaine, it's your most personal album to date.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's the song on there that...
In the intro, the first words I say on the album is I've been stressed out. I ain't feeling my best. All they want is my sex. I got the best out. That's how I start the album. So...
it feel like you're rebelling against your own image, Trey. Like the whole playboy that gets all the girls. It's like you're rebelling against that, kind of.
No, I don't think I'm rebelling against that. I think it's just I'm a person, you know what I mean? So an image could never fully embody who I am or what I am. So when people put me in a box, I gotta bust that motherfucker open. And in this album, I'm just I'm very much. If you see Tremaine the Playboy, that's definitely not rebelling against my image.
Right. I mean, he just did a whole reality.
But it seems a little conflicted. Like
no, it's conflicted because I am a man, have conflicts, and I'm choosing to share them with the world.
Gotcha.
When y'all think I'm the coolest nigga alive that don't have no problems, and every Minaj is just an amazing time. Sometimes you walk away from it like, damn.
Think about all the men who never had one Minaj.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
Trey.
Trey. Right, it's a better life for you somewhere, my brother.
And I'm not. Trey has said that
Come on, though. Y'all ain't kept what Trey said. Trey said, you have a Minaj, and he's like, damn, sometimes they just gotta leave. That's what's stressing him out? The fact he can't get girls to leave?
As I'm looking at this picture.
But you have said that you wouldn't seriously want to be with somebody that you have threesomes with.
No, I wouldn't.
Right.
Because that would lead to resentment.
That is true. It's like opening Pandora's box. Now,
I'm surprised Trey hasn't fought more rappers or more artists in the
why you
industry.
want Trey to fight, man?
No,
He gonna fight a DJ
He's
soon.
just so honest, and people hate honesty. I'm really surprised. You have never gotten to a fight with an artist. You ain't got to say the artist's name, but you never got to fight an artist in the industry.
I don't know. Nobody want to fight me.
I agree.
I'm not really with all that. Like, this ain't real. Like, people say things that aren't real. Like, people go out and make comments and talk, like when a guy go talking to a girl about me, like, that ain't real. I'm gonna be that upset about it if I don't have time to fight nobody.
Could you give the ladies a reason to trust you, Trey?
Can I get a ladies a reason to trust
Well,
me?
he's honest.
What they need a reason to trust me for?
Because you may want
What
to settle
ladies?
down one day, just in
He
general.
does want to settle
What
down
ladies?
one day.
Yeah, but that ain't for a conversation for me to have with ladies. That's a conversation for me to have with one lady.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't trust me, and we are evolving as people genuinely as an item, that's something we'll talk about. We'll figure that out. Why? A lot of people don't trust me as far as women go for reasons I cannot control, reasons that have nothing to do with me really, just because of the image that I have, because of the songs I make, because of my honesty and my truth.
Now you're returning to the scene of the crime on May 3rd. Your tour starts back in Detroit.
Yeah, shout out Detroit. It's a reason for that. I had a lot of fans just in my tweets, and I'm like, Trey, don't worry about it. We still love you. Come back to Detroit.
Right.
We don't got nothing to do with that. And I know that. So,
And they offered you a plea deal. You didn't take it, so you have to go to court.
I mean, plea deals, they offer you. I ain't even supposed to talk about it. But I'm gonna talk about it. I got charged with felonious assault on a police officer.
Right.
They offered me a plea deal of probation. Are you not smart enough to understand what that
Understand what I'm
means?
saying? You didn't do it. You didn't do it. So why would you plead and accept probation?
No, but if it's such a charge of felonious assault, why is it dropped to probation?
Why is it just probation? They know they have no
So
case.
you wasn't smart enough to understand.
No, sometimes you just don't want to play with that court system though, because you could have the wrong jury.
Yeah, that's definitely right. But I'm not gonna do that just because I didn't do nothing.
Right.
I didn't do nothing, touch nobody. So I'm not gonna say I touched somebody. I'm not gonna go to jail or take 2 years of probation where you come and piss test me, you do this, you violate
Take your money,
my privacy and all this for the court system to have my bread, just because you want to play a joke on a rich black man. No.
So you gonna fight it all the way through?
Yeah.
Now tonight you're gonna be at Rough Trade in Brooklyn.
I am. Yeah.
Signing order. Why you looking at me like that?
He had to look around.
Yeah, look at me. They had to make sure.
Wait, where's that in Brooklyn?
That's 79 in Brooklyn. The address is, of course, 64 North 9th Street in Brooklyn. You're going to be signing autographs, and they can come pick up your album tonight. So get there tonight from 7 to 9. Rough Trade in Brooklyn.
Are you happy, Trey?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Most of the time.
I'm trying to figure it out.
He's a human being.
keeping
Sometimes
it
he's
funky.
happy.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Sometimes
I
he's
can't
not.
tell.
Sometimes he wants to be in a
And I'm not gonna
relationship.
fake like
Sometimes
I'm happy
he
for
doesn't.
people, and I'm not gonna fake like
Yeah.
I'm sad for people. Like, fuck it.
And you shouldn't, because I'm trying to figure. I'm feeling Trey's and I'm like, is Trey happy? Don't let the industry weigh you down, man.
One thing
That's what I'm
about
trying to tell people is that I'm not.
Yeah.
But one thing about Trey is that you've always been really consistent in, as far as your career goes. Like as far as you being a professional, getting ready to go on tour, making sure you do things for your fans, showing up on time to things.
Right.
So that is something that I feel like leads to longevity in the game, because there's so many people who can't even just do those. I think are basic requirements even.
I mean, I'm a professional, in every sense of the word when it comes to my business. But when it comes to me as a person, and when it comes to me and the expectations that people have of me because I've had a certain image, but I'm not abiding by rules that people make up for me.
Right.
Would you give it up?
I would.
Really? Like the fame, the money?
Yeah, I mean the money, I'm gonna make sure I got it before I go. But I would definitely give it up.
So what if God said, you know what, give your sex appeal to that guy in the corner? Would you give and take his? Take his?
No, don't do
You're
it.
talking to me.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Would you do it?
He like, nah.
He said, Trey, I mean, I'm a player by nature. This is just what it looked like. You can't take that away from me.
Woo! So you can look as ugly as that and still bag him. Okay, I'm not mad at
Why
you.
y'all judging what other men
I
look
ain't
like?
call a man ugly.
You know, Envy
said
funny
that.
style.
Envy is so
looking
crazy.
At niggas all the time.
I'm telling you,
What's up?
Envy, something wrong with him. Make light skin.
I like your taper. That's an Envy joint right
No,
there.
it's not, man.
That's an Envy joint.
It definitely is. It definitely is.
What moisturizer do you use?
All right.
You look like shea butter around the eyes, Trey.
You know what?
Carol's
I
daughter
can't
for
tell
the
it.
hair.
You guys are bullying me right now.
No.
This is bullying.
Yo, Envy, you fucked up
How
last
do you
time.
get
I'm
your
at
hair
your
to look
neck.
so soft, Trey?
I use a sponge brush.
You guys finish.
I like your posture, Trey.
I'm gonna see if
I like
Gia
your
wants to.
posture on this
I'm gonna
album.
see if Gia wants to come to Brooklyn with me to the autograph signing.
Shut up. All right, ladies and
Open
gentlemen.
Open it out.
Look at his shoulders.
What are those? Are those Dolce & Gabbana briefs?
You working out, Trey?
All right, this is bullying.
Are you naked in the tub?
Trey Songz, Tremaine, the album
You
out
wouldn't
right
be
now.
naked in the tub, would you?
Oh my goodness. This is bullying. You know what? I was gonna ask what is your favorite trait? What's your favorite song? I play it in the mix, but now I don't care.
You gonna do a
Nice.
Trey Songz mix
What you
this
gonna
morning.
I'm
play?
doing a Nicki Minaj mix
No,
now.
you're not.
All Nicki mix.
They'll tell Nicki, call me, put a drop in it. Nicki, call me.
Oh man. All right. Well, it's Trey Songz. Get the album right now. It's in stores, so pick it up.
Tremaine, the album, in stores.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in.